That's the message I be trying to get through. I feel like sometimes men, and I say this a lot because and that's why I be like, I want a man with $100 million. A lot of men just see a pretty face, see a pretty body, and for them, it's like, this is another bitch on my roster. Like, they be building rosters. Like, a lot of men are mature in mind. And you have to be, as a woman, you gotta know what you want. In life, you gotta know what you want. I know what I want. So, if I know that we're gonna have sex, we gonna have sex. But you have to do something for me.
Men were created to be servants to women. That's why we're created dumber and slower. Every woman in a relationship with a man should get paid $150,000 a year, and that's the bare minimum. And it should be an extra $50,000 to $100,000 a year per child.
All right, she 30 now. Young Miami on expecting to be paid while in a relationship. Ladies and gentlemen, I would love to get y'all thoughts on this. What do you?
She a prostitute.
You think she's a prostitute? You think that's prostitution?
Yes.
Interesting. Why would you think that she's a prostitute?
She literally just described prostitution. If we have sex, I gotta get something from it. That's prostitution. And she's talking about money.
Can't argue with that.
So it's like, it's prostitution. I don't see any other way to frame it.
We need to watch all the women's faces once Brittany starts to explain that it's an even exchange. Pay attention.
She's talking about money. So it's like, it's prostitution. I don't see any other way to frame it.
Yeah, because sex is an even exchange, technically. So if she only brought up sex, you shouldn't get paid for that unless you are a prostitute. But I mean, in a relationship, you give and take.
Molly
in
disagrees.
Other ways, I don't know why she just mentioned money, but if that's what she's saying that she wants, then
Kimberly
for
disagrees.
sex, then yeah, that's prostitution.
Well, I didn't take it that way because she said she wanted to leave a relationship or a situationship with something. To me, maybe she said it wrong, but it sounded like
Like
she was
a
like, if I'm
prostitute.
gonna be dealing with you, we not about to be laid up fucking all day like we kids. Like, I need somebody that's doing something with themselves like I'm doing with myself. Like, so if I lose something or, this relationship don't work, I'm not just in here investing my time and walking away with nothing. And I mean, that sound true to me? Well, why am I going to be with you and you can't even do anything? Why would you be with me if I can't do anything?
Okay,
It just goes both ways. So, I mean, I get what she's trying to say, but she kind of said it a little crazy to make it sound like, give me something for sex. But I don't think that's what she truly meant when I watched the whole interview.
Yeah, you said it better than she did.
Yeah, that's what she meant.
I thought she was talking about, and because of her background, I thought she was just talking about, like, I need money if you gonna sleep with me. But if she's saying, like, leaving a relationship with something, like I said, there's give and take in a relationship in general. So it could be, you providing different things as far as, like, love or time or something like that in a relationship. But just money, I don't. Yeah.
Peasants play in the dirt. Only peasants. All praises be to the Most High. Forgive me, brother, my passion speaks.
No, hey, they loving you in this chat.
Forgive
You hear
me,
me? You got the women in here.
I agree with that.
You agree with who?
With Miss Sanchez.
Can you elaborate, please?
The way that she phrased it, yes. I mean, if you were to ask her what was prostitution, I think it would sound exactly the same way as what she just said. Like, there would be no differentiation. So you could have spliced out his question with what is prostitution, and literally her answer would have been the same. But with that said, I don't think that anybody here would advise their daughter to go be with a man and go lay up with a man who couldn't do anything for them.
I was gonna say the same thing, Kimberly.
But what is that something, though? I don't think we disagree on that. I think that that's a fact. Like I said, there's give and take in a relationship. You should definitely be providing something in a relationship as a woman. And I think your man should definitely be providing what you need as a woman. You know what I mean?
Hey, man. Young Miami said what she said, and she meant it. It's not really like, rocket science, right? Women value their box and they have a dollar value on it, right? To every woman, it's going to be different, but she expects compensation for sensation, all right? No romance with no finance. Jocelyn Brown, 1984. You got to have a J-O-B if you want to be with me. Women been saying this. This ain't nothing new. A date is a date. Hit the trap, catch a date, come and pay the kid.
I think that
agree.
people
And
be
also-
so. Oh, sorry.
I was just gonna say, I also think that although she was in that relationship for financials, he was in a relationship for her youth, for her beauty. He wasn't just hanging out with her 'cause she was
As he should.
That's what she was getting at. Some men just want a roster of females. It's like, okay, well, what am I gonna get out of this
It's
outside
natural.
of just being somebody you hit? Like, yeah, like Kimberly said, y'all want y'all daughters just to be getting a wet butt, and that's it.
What did you say?
No, but I also
Trappers.
don't want my daughter to just be looking at herself as I'll take money to be a part of your roster at 30. I want my
Why?
child to.
Why do you say it's money? Like nobody specified. I know she said
No,
she
she
wants to
Because
see
that's
who
what it
makes a
is.
certain amount of money, but she said he just has to have has to bring some type of value to her.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, but with their situation, it was
Money.
like you guys said, she was getting money from him and he wanted her youth. That's what that relationship looked like to me. So I'm just speaking on what I've seen from them too. I feel like she was getting money. She was showing us he was taking her shopping, which is financial, and he was parading around with
Facts.
one of many of his women, which is her youth. So at 30, I would want my daughter to be settled down and hopefully married by 30, not being a part of a man's roster because he has money. That's what I would want for my child.
Well, she spoke on that relationship with Puff Daddy, and she said that she gained not just financial for him, but how to do business. She learned how to make more money in the in the industry. She learned a lot from him to make, you know what I'm saying? And she got her show, her podcast from him. So when she's saying add value to her life, that's what she means, things like that. Like he basically uplifted her and made her a better person.
All that stuff that Miss Sanchez just mentioned takes what? Money. It takes money. I don't know why they're trying to justify, they're not justifying it. They're saying what it is, but at the same time, it's a weird situation, man. It's the way it's being verbalized. All right, it just is what it is. They want money for their box. You can't specify that enough.
She did say that in the interview.
If you're not helping me grow, why am I with you?
Right.
And vice
Either
versa.
way. Either way.
What are we doing? We passed the. I think that in your 20s, you rooted all in just the love part, and then you know what I'm saying. When you older, you pass that. You loving on yourself, and that hopefully that person loves on themselves. You trying to figure out like, hey, how well do you got your life together? Okay, what values do you hold? What can you do for me? What can I do for you? But I think that when all that Disney stuff kind of goes out the window, and we talking about grown people talk, like getting to the root, getting things like out the way, ripping the Band-Aid off, not trying to parade around.
See, I've always.
At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
Like that,
right, that could look like an array of things. And if okay, so if you saying it's give and take, if I was a man and I'm trying to get with you and you giving me sex and I just give you flowers, that's give and take, right? But you got to specify what is your take.
She got a point.
I mean, then you always have, and we've heard this time and time again in all of these spaces, a man protects and provides. What is he providing? Sex?
Penis.
Like, is that
a lot.
provision? Like,
And that's supposed to be enough. Anything outside of sex to them, to this new culture event is prostitution.
That's a crazy question. All right, that's a crazy question. Anybody watching this video right now, I'm gonna give you a quick example, all right, of how priceless a man's presence around a woman is. By default, if we come into contact and we agree to go out on a date, I'm by default your protector. You have a protector for that night. If anything was meant to happen to you or somebody was to attempt something, guess who society and you are going to look at to fix that situation? And you ain't gave me no box yet. That part right there.
Outside of sex, to them, to this new culture of men, is prostitution. All they got to offer is dick.
It's all prostitution.
But all females are offering
It's always
Half
been.
of them got diseases.
I feel like females are throwing their box around like that's all they have to offer. So
It
what's
is.
the difference?
No,
I
these
see
women
more
is asking
women
for something, and
promoting-
these men is crying prostitution, and
I
then they
think
go get their
women-
passport and go engage in prostitution.
Molly crazy.
But I think it's because
Shout out to
men
the
are
passport
wanting
bros.
their vaginas, because women are promoting their vaginas and their fake butts and their breasts, and they're showing their body parts, promoting that. So why wouldn't a man be attracted and wanting that? Of course they are going to want that. If you're throwing it, they going to catch it.
She got a point.
It's just, know the type of man you're dealing with. I think that's another thing, is a lot of women settle for a certain type of dude that is only going to want them for their vagina. Not every man is looking for just your vagina.
All right, I'm gonna tell you, man, nobody can love me more than me. All right, I figured that out. But ladies, if you want to try, let me know. All right, if you want to try, the first thing you're gonna do when you see me is
And they act like they're cool with it, and then when they get in, they want to be the only one that's trying to be the only one. So to me, I think that if you're going to be in a relationship with somebody, know what you want before you start dating them or messing with them. And if they're not providing that, then move along.
Facts.
Like,
That's what she said, though. That's what she was saying.
Well, that's what she was
think we're all
probably
saying
That's what she said, though.
Well,
she said you
She
need
was
to
getting peed
know
on by
what
Diddy.
you want because these men are immature. That's what she said.
But
She knows she wants, whether she gets it or not, she knows she wants 100K or whatever she said. I don't know.
She
I
wants
mean,
the man to
100,000.
make 100 million.
100 million.
100 million. Ugh, wow, that's even more crazy.
But the question was Young Miami on why she's expecting to be paid in a relationship. So they were asking if that is like a form of prostitution, if that's what you're looking for is financials. That's why I spoke on financials, because that's technically the.
What women don't want financials from a man? I don't understand. Even if a woman was to get married at 20, 25 and the man is 10, 15 years older than her, she's marrying him for stability.
Well,
because
yeah,
he's
because
making
women are-
money.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
You can't get around the money part.
And men have always understood this. All right? That's why we live in reality. Because we know what we actually have to get what we want. All right? We're not trying to fake love. We know what we want. All right? It's not a mystery to us. Men are not having those conversations about what we already know we need to get the woman we want. We know it already, and we know what we can and can't get based off our economic situation. We know that. We might take a shot in the dark, but then we come back down to reality, and we work our way up. And we know once you work your way up, they come with it. It's like a napkin at dinner.
Gives
you're
it
not
out
in a
for free. What do y'all want?
But if you're not in a serious relationship because this man has a roster of women, you're just one of many. That's not your
You can't
man.
get something out of him because he got a roster. So what? You don't. I don't think a woman has to be the main woman to get something out of a man if she's spending time with him. If they're spending time together.
But if
they
you're in
get
your
intimate.
30s,
Here's the thing, if you're broke, just say that. Don't be mad at me for charging people for my time, materials, and effort.
just be spending time with a man that's not a man at 30. She brought up age. We talking about how men are immature. That sounds like the woman is immature. If you
Maybe
just
she's
wanna
not a relationship type of person. Some of these women
she's
probably
single, so
not
maybe
the
not.
whole settle down wifey type. Like maybe they like a relationship and when it's over, move on to the next. Some women are just like that. They're just, I'm pretty
Women
sure
like
men
variety
her just
too.
Like that. Otherwise, she probably could have been
Don't
married by now.
sleep.
She's beautiful.
I just feel like bringing up an age then shouldn't matter. Why mention that you're 30? If you're gonna say that I'm 30 and it's time to put my big girl panties on, basically at 30,
Yeah.
why are you just still out here just trying to date multiple dudes? And why are you still out here just talking about I'm just gonna accept money for some of my time? Why are you wasting your time just giving dudes your time for some box? Like
No,
that,
she getting what she wants.
Who she say
I
she
don't
ready
know.
to get married? Do you know what come with being married? That she gonna have to answer to a
You
whole
don't even
set
have to
of
be marriage. It could
rules
be
and
in a
parameters that she don't have to
relationship.
answer to right now.
Seriously.
Maybe
But
she
she could
don't
be in a
want
serious
that.
relationship. It don't have to be a marriage per se, but you're one of many and you're cool with, like she mentioned, a roster. You're cool with being on a roster. And if that's what you're cool with, that's what you're cool with. But to say that men are the immature ones, that don't sound very mature of a grown 30-year-old woman to be talking about, in my opinion.
Got the authority to ban people.
Okay. I'm not sure that there's a woman on earth that has been sexually active that has not probably done some diabolical stuff if you want to unpack a sexual activity. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, that's what I'm trying to understand. Like, I don't really know. Like, chicks do all kind of stuff. They swallow, they do all of that shit. They do everything. What the fuck are we talking about?
I used to say silly things like, where are all the good men at? Until I started taking accountability. Now I know I'm just an ain't shit ass bitch.
Mad at her for thinking that.
No, not mad. Nobody's mad. No.
Okay.
Nobody's
right.
mad at her.
All
No,
right.
and we don't care what you do in your bedroom. It's the lie
Yes.
part of it. Don't
Yeah.
come back
Here in Detroit, it is 12:30 at night. It is going on 1 o'clock. Don't hold me accountable for misquoting you or anything. Right?
Which is hour.
Assume that I'm speaking whatever. You know what I'm saying? The point is that what are we holding her accountable for? Like, what are we saying that she's done wrong?
Lying. We don't.
How do you
care
know that she lied?
She can get peed on.
We
she can
don't.
get
We ain't
pooped
see
on.
it.
I don't think nobody cares.
How do we know that she lied? Is my question.
We
have a
don't
strong inkling.
know,
She lied one time, at least.
and we think she did. It's just an opinion. It's not. Opinions are null and void. We don't know for a fact. We don't know her, but again, she's walking. She's reneging on what she said. She's taking back something that she originally came out and said a few years ago, and now she's saying that it wasn't true. So our opinion is that we don't believe her. Were we there? No. Do we know if she did or didn't? No. But my opinion is that I think she's lying now by saying that she didn't do that. That's all.
Okay. All right. I hear you.
I respect that.
I think if most guys knew the sexual history of the women that they interact with on a daily basis, then this conversation might go a little differently.
AD.
I don't think that.
Hey, come get this nigga, man.
Hey, yo, man. AD is crazy, man. I'm going to cut this video off short on that one. On that note, don't forget to hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about this video. Let me know what you think about the topic. All right? Make your media presence felt. Catch you on the next one, man. Like, share, subscribe.